All right, hey Emily, thank you for meeting with me today so we can look at my flyer I made.
Anytime.
So go ahead and take a look at this for about 30 seconds and just try and internalize some of the thoughts you have. Okay. So what things did you see about it? And share some positive, honest kind of opinions about it in general.
So the first thing I saw was the picture. I think that the models look awesome, but for me, the books were really distracting. And then the shelf just kind of ends, but the picture keeps going, and so that really bothered me. I also, I really liked the flow of it. I think that something that could be a little bit better is
Is it what?
putting all of the text together. I also, I really like this logo. I think that's awesome. I also think that the white space is pretty good.
Okay.
I like the font that you use for the copy. I feel like it's really easy to read.
Oh, great. Like from a distance, you'd be able to understand what it said.
Yeah. Yes.
Good. So my idea of creating this was to have a graduate notice this, like, oh gosh, that's me, and see what, and see his flyer and gravitate towards it.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, he would read the fine print of what the leadership conference is all about. So I'm trying to portray like a professional flyer and get graduates attracted to it in some way.
Okay.
Is that what you feel the audience appeal is? This is for them?
So if I were graduating, I think that this would definitely draw me in because I feel like graduate leadership conference is, the focal point. After you look at the picture, I feel like that's the first thing that you look at. The other thing that I really noticed was the logo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the people that are putting it on would really appreciate that because they're kind of showcasing their company and, Vuan Communication, you'll know that they're putting on the Graduate Leadership Conference. It's not somebody else,
Sure.
which I think is good.
Okay. And from your point of view, does the message and the audience jive completely, or is there some disconnect in this flyer?
I think that it does. I think that, you would get a lot of the graduates. I don't know if you would get the younger students, which, isn't your audience, so I think that you did a good job.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
I don't think there's any confusion as to who this is directed towards, which is good.
Good. One question I did have was that you looked at the picture first,
mm-hmm.
and then did your eyes go where they should have been? Or could I fix that?
So for me, so I looked at the picture and then I looked at the title, and then the very next thing I went to was the logo, because it's very different than the other copy that's on there.
Okay.
And so I think that maybe making the logo smaller, or maybe take the opacity down might be good.
I agree. It's not an important part of this flyer,
mm-hmm.
as the date might be, or graduate leadership conference is. You feel the alignment and everything is okay too, with the grouping?
I feel like it could be better. I feel like it's kind of blocky right now, where I feel like the flow could be better, especially the readability of it, because it's like, okay, do I read this first or this first or this first? And to me, I think that the date and time and the location is probably the most important. Okay. Whereas on this, I don't feel like it's very important because it's kind of just off to the bottom corner.
I see. So because it's really important, how do you feel about me putting the date and time up here next to graduate and also in white,
Okay.
but really small?
Okay, so I mean if so let's just start at the top. So I don't like that this gradient is really sudden. It doesn't look like a smooth gradient, so I probably would change that.
Okay.
I don't like that this is super duper black because I feel like it's kind of choppy. I feel like it doesn't flow because of how black it is. I also think that maybe instead of having the graduate shorter than leadership conference, you could make that a little bit longer, like the distance between graduate, so that it's the same width.
Okay.
I feel like that might look pretty good. I also, like I said, I do really like the font you use for the copy. Is this the same font or are they different?
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
They look very similar to me,
Okay.
which I don't think is a good thing.
Okay. They are different, but
Okay.
okay. Okay. And one last question for you as someone. Is there any repetition and rhythm? Does this whole piece come together, or does it seem like it's all disconnected parts?
To me, I feel like it's kind of disconnected.
Okay.
I feel like each thing is its own separate idea.
I see.
Because you have bold in here, like throughout the whole thing. This is just kind of there. This is way too large. I feel like it's not super duper important. I feel like this isn't important at all with the position of it.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you for meeting me and telling me about your thoughts on this. I'll take some time to fix it. Thank you.
You're welcome.